We're back again for another stream. Got the new camera. Don't really think it's that flattering to me, but who cares? Compared to the old camera, which is, you know what I'm saying? You guys know. You guys know what I'm saying. So, what's the news? What is the news? What's new and improved? What's new and improved? I don't know. How are you guys all doing? It's Friday. First of all, cheers. I believe it's Friday. I'm drinking a little Diet Coke today. Mmm. Well, that is nature's finest brown fluid. Wow. Not bad at all. Okay. So what we're going to do, yesterday I wanted to buy some planes before the stream, and then I couldn't. It was refusing my transactions. And then after the stream, I tried to buy the planes, and it was like, fine. So I didn't do anything, you know. So I ended up buying 8 planes. But in my defense, 6 of them were in one pack. So just one pack of 6 planes, which are all freeware planes that are bundled together for one low price of $5. And then 2 other planes. All right. So what we're going to do today is we're going to play a little Microsoft Flight Simulator. And then we're going to get this nicely adjusted here. We're going to play some Microsoft Flight Simulator for maybe an hour. And then we're going into the music studio, which I've fired up. It is operating. It appears to be making sound. We're going to go into the music studio and just diddle around for like an hour, maybe. Because that's usually my limit of how much fun I like to have just playing with different sound patches and things like that. And it's less interesting for other people, but I don't care. All right, hold on. Let me check one thing here. Microsoft Flight Simulator 11, sure. So, is anybody in chat who would like to name a potential place, a place where someone might? This is the top of my microphone here. I think it's cool that you can't see my microphone. There's no reason to. You just have to position it properly where below the where the camera is exactly, and you probably won't see it. It's right in front of my face, but you can't see it. It's kind of interesting. A place anywhere in the world. You can go anywhere in the world with Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's pretty amazing. I mean, that's fantastic right there. Okay, so so one of the new planes is this Cub Crafters Monster NX, which is similar to the other Cub Crafters we have, certainly. The NX Cub, for example. Anyway, let's start at the top. Okay, so I uninstalled the ATR. So the 8 new planes are gonna be, let's see if we can figure this out. The Cub Crafters Monster NX, which comes in a whole bunch of these really wild liveries too. That's awesome. This is one of the 6-pack here. Oops. And then the next one that we haven't tried before is gonna be hopefully we'll get a chance to try at least 2 of these today. New planes I haven't tried. This experimental MXA, which comes in some really unusual looking places too, which looks like it is a a water takeoff craft, but I'm not sure about that. Okay, other new planes. So that's 3. Or is that 2? Anyway, this JMB aircraft Vertigo model with the wacky 6-blade propeller and all these wacky crazy. We got to try some of these liveries or paint jobs. This Junkers JU-52, which also comes in some great paint jobs. And finally, it comes in 4 variations, including float, skis, and I don't know what a retrofit is, but that is. And then the Junkers F-13. Which also looks wild. So, as you guys know, I'm an aficionado of pre-World War II airplanes. And the Junkers F-13 also comes in a replica model, which I don't know exactly the difference is. It's a different kind of landing gear. And the skis model, interesting. Okay, there's more. Hold on, there's more. We got all this stuff we haven't tried before, which is really wild. The prototype Lake Skipper, which comes in these 6 liveries here. And this looks like a airplane that is water only, but we're going to check it out. I think that's it. There's 2 Fokkers and then those 6 little planes. There might be one more here I'm forgetting about. Yeah. There's two more that are these Lin Aviations. This is Savage Gravel and the Savage Carbon, which I think are generally reskins of no, they're not reskins of the Savage Cub. They look very similar, but they have a three-bladed propeller, and this one has a bigger engine, I think. Um, and this one also does this have multiple liveries? It does. Has a bunch of liveries. And then I kind of want to take out this Savage Gravel with these huge tires. And that comes in all these liveries. So not only do you get like 8 planes, you get maybe 15 different liveries associated with them. Wow. So we have many possible choices here. We're going to have to take out one of these new planes in one of these new liveries. And let's see. I am really tempted to take out this Savage Gravel. Which leaves us only the issue of where to go. Okay. Oh, guys, the other thing you guys should know about this that's different for this stream, hello, is that I uninstalled my EVGA afterburner thing or whatever it was, and installed MSI's overclocking utility. And I ran the scanner on it, and it seems like it definitely wants to do a lot more. Um, uh, Sorry, what was I thinking? And I tried it. I did try it a little bit on some games to make sure it didn't immediately crash. And I tried it on Flight Simulator with the new curve. It took about half an hour to do an analysis of my 4070 Ti and then design a new curve for it, a new clock curve for it. But it's substantially higher than what I had before. As I say, it seemed to be fine. I don't really think it's going to affect that much the number of frames we're getting, but it shouldn't make it worse. But it might cause it. If it does cause it to crash, then I know I need to undo this overclocking. Technically, I don't think I really need it. But see, what I didn't do is try to stress it while I'm playing a game and doing the streaming at the same time, because I'm using the hardware encoder. So that means I'm using the graphics card to encode the video image that you're seeing as well as play the game, and that is harder on it. Voila! Let's take a look around on this brand new, we've never seen before plane. There's our fairly primitive cockpit. We take a little walk around. Looks a lot like your typical Zlin Cub there. Huge. Look at those tires though. Alaskan bush wheel. Interesting on the tires. Those look like they are landing. You could land on a rocky gravel field there. No, you wouldn't barely feel it. We might try that. All right, so let's go in here. Let's see what we got. Where's the battery master? We probably need both magnetos on. Avionics master. Don't need that. Parking brake on. Okay. On. Got it. Is there up here? Okay, that's a fuel, but I'm wondering, is there a fuel left and right? Is there a tank selector? So throttle to maybe there. What is this? Windshield to ice. Great. Awesome. We're not going to need that. We're in Hawaii, by the way. Checking to see if there's a fuel override. No, there isn't. Okay, ready to start her up. Starts right up real smooth, like. Just get a little more volume out of there. It's a nice looking plane for a little plane like that. I just can't get over those huge tires though. All right, so from here we are going to head south, probably. Doesn't really matter. Well, this has to go south.
Maui ground kensh999 with kilo request taxi for takeoff.
How's everybody on the YouTubes, by the way?
kensh999 taxi to and hold short of runway 20 using taxiway kilo. Contact tower on 118.7 when ready. Taxiing hold short runway 20 via taxiway kilo kensh999.
I'm going this way. This way. Yeah, that three-bladed propeller really provides a lot more oomph than the standard one, that's for sure. We're going to have to wait for this jetliner to take off, I believe. Whoa. What's going on here? Oh, it's like zipping around like nothing, like not like a real plane wouldn't. Maybe it's those tires. Maybe these tires have like no grip. And I'm kind of observing that because it's kind of wanting to fishtail at even low speeds. Interesting. That is probably just a quirk of those tires, and you just cannot go very fast. I think this jet plane is going to take off anyway, so we're fine. You just gotta taxi real slow, or it'll fishtail right out from under. Like it wants to fishtail right out from under you. And by the way, I've got the throttle at 0, and I'm still getting a lot of pull from this propeller, which isn't adjustable. All right, let's see if it'll let us take off from here. Okay. Flaps to 1/3. Look at those giant tires. Oh, that's not us. Okay, we're gonna line up and wait then. I don't see. Is there somebody landing, or is it still taking off? Yeah, I don't see anybody landing. I think we'll be okay. It should let us go.
Line up and wait, kensh999.
It'll let us go. In the meantime, we can look at our plane. Then we're gonna head south. I think that way. Or that way. Somebody coming in? I don't see anybody. Yeah, they're leaving. We should be ready to go. We should be next up then. Right, we have to do that. Alright, should just be another 10 or 15 seconds, and they should clear us, and if not, we'll go anyway. Let's take a look at the inside. This is the first time I've flown this plane, so there's some new things here. Transponder set to altitude, column 1 volume is full. That's all on. This looks good. What is that? Is that RPM? I think it's in the red there. Nitrous pressure. Oh, because we're not using any. I wonder if it's automatic. Oh, this is the nitrous. Oh, no wonder it was going crazy. All right, let's get the hell out of here. Got it. It's got a nitrous boost system. Oh, I had that on. That could have been causing that weird handling problem. All right, we're out of here. We don't have all day to sit on the ground. You know, it's realistic, but screw 'em. We own this place. Hey, thank you for the raid. Whoa. Well, that's good because we already took off on runway 20. Hello. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, raiders from Mistress Moore's channel, the fantastic South African goddess streamer. It must be jarring for you to have to come and suddenly be exposed to this. Yeah, you can follow me. I did hit my 100 follower goal, though. That's pretty cool. So we do this cool stream where every day we fly around in Microsoft Flight Simulator, hopefully exploring some interesting area. This is Maui. Taking a little bit of an air tour of the area. And the second half of the stream is a music stream where I play live music. So every other day I either play guitar or keyboards. I play one of my guitar, like I got a guitar over there, or I whip out my piano and I bring it right over here. And now the thing about this plane is it's fast. I realize now it has this nitrous injection system and it's functional, which is cool because it's effectively a boost that you can add when you want to go fast. But we don't necessarily want to go fast because I want to check out some of these sites. So this is Lahaina in Maui, which is kind of the main city. You probably, if you come to there, unless you're like a cruise ship and in port. Yeah, I play the instruments. I play guitar. Oh, well, flap should be up. Sorry, flaps up to 0. I play the guitar and I play the keyboard. I play them both pretty well, actually. I mean, you know, consider I played them since I was young and I'm pretty old, so you know what I mean. And then some days, and this is a rare opportunity, you will have to hang around and watch me fly around for another 20 minutes or so, 25 maybe, even more. Is I will be playing around in my electronic music studio in the back there. I've got it fired up. Hi Giorgio, it's good to see you. Yes, I did hear last transmission, but I'm talking to my people. Yes, I'm leaving your airspace. I'm going to this canyon. We're gonna do canyon carving. Okay. This is Lahaina. It's a pretty town, actually. By the way, the one that got Lahaina got. This is not Lahaina. This is shit. What is it? I should be. Hold on 1 second. Let me do my thing where I bring up Google Maps on my other monitor here. Lahaina is the one that got burned down. Lahaina is on the west side. This is the central part of it. This is kind of the main city. What is it though? It's not Lahaina. Excuse me. I didn't live in Maui. I lived in Hawaii. Right. The main city is Kahului. That is Kahului. That's the city we're over. Lahaina is the one that got burned down. It's on the west side. We are kind of heading that direction, but this is Kahului, and that's the main airport in Maui. It's a fantastic place. I have been there a couple times. And today we're actually not changing the normal weather or the time of day. So this represents what it's probably like there. It's in the morning in Hawaii. And I tried. I was able to buy a new plane. So this is a new plane. I got 8 planes. 2 are 2 are Junkers. Yeah, really. Yeah, no. Well, people should know that Mr. Smord and I are hung out on multiple occasions, so we can both confirm that we're actual real people, which most of you people can't do, you know. But because other than that, you know, and it's I gotta say, it's hanging out with Mord at TwitchCon. It's just so much star power there. It's intimidating. She's a modest person, and she doesn't like to. But it doesn't matter when you're around her. It's just like you know, it's like electric. And I recommend it. She'll be, hopefully, I think she will be in San Diego in September. And anybody who's a big fan of Twitch, and all, are we gonna have to go up? I think we are. A big fan of Twitch should come to San Diego just to meet her and meet some other streamers and things like that. It really is fun. I've done it last 2 years in a row, and I plan on going again in September. I actually want to start making my plans and seeing what we're gonna do. I just love these massive tires, you know. So again, we're gonna, and also the other thing people might want to know is I do co-stream, multi-stream on YouTube as well. And the advantage of YouTube is that there are no advertising. So you know what I mean. And I do have my YouTube chat up and all the kind of my YouTube viewer up there. This is, I mean, the views here are pretty good. You can see there's definitely some issues when there's really steep slopes. It just looks like a kind of a weird pattern mapped onto it. But you know, Hawaii is incredible. The terrain is amazing. It's not like any place else in the world. We're gonna fly over this ridge, and then we'll be able to go down west to Lahaina, which I believe is not, you know, indicative of how it looks now. I have been flying almost every day. This is what I do for relaxation. Even on work days, I'll take some time off and I'll fly. I've got 100 planes. I've been doing I do carrier landings. I've got, you know, jetliners, which I'm not my fan of, but I've got lots of vintage planes and lots of small planes. I got some ultralights. Oh, look at that. Helicopters I like to fly. I've got that Antonov AN-225 Giganto plane. So I love the variety of planes and the variety of feelings of flight, you know, and the fact that you can go anywhere in the world, you know. So for maybe for the second flight, if we still have some people here, I'd be willing to fly to a custom location of your choice. I do want to be careful that we don't pop when we're going downhill. Like when we're going downhill, you got to watch your airspeed. I'm watching my engine instruments here. The only thing I kind of want to do is kind of establish a level flight, and then pop this NOS on and see what it does. Because you can see, yeah, we go up, right? We go from 100 on a level flight. We go from 100 up to 110, 120. So I'm watching the boost. I imagine this is bad for the engine if you do it for long periods of time. But yeah, when you're doing that, you can really get some speed going, and that's obviously going to be good for doing things like rolls. Yeah, like you get very little nose droop there. All right, and it's just a switch there. You turn off your NOS. I don't know too many planes that have a NOS, which is a nitrogen or a nitrous oxide injection system. So, but yeah, I do love to fly, and I like to go places. We've been all over the world. We go to last time with Mistress Mord, we did a date. We flew to Tokyo. We flew to the pyramids. We flew around a little bit around Germany. It was wild. All right, so Lahaina is up here, and that's where it all got burned up. But I think you probably won't see that. You're going to see the older models here. Okay, so we can put our engines up. And flying between the islands is just such a lovely bucolic experience. I like to do that a lot. And this guy's a fast plane, too. I'm just interested in the systems, but they're very similar to the standard Zlin systems. But thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yes, and yeah, I'll do this for about an hour, and then we're gonna dink around in the music studio for like an hour. So I'm gonna have to take a little while. I gotta switch my cameras around. You know what? I take it back. They may have already put new. Put some new models in, because I think there used to be buildings here. I don't know. Maybe not. I think it's up there is Lahaina, so and that's pretty much where the fire was, right in the city. The great thing about these huge wheels is I get the strong feeling that you could land on just about any kind of flat surface. I think, you know, they're for bush pilots. The other great thing is, man, I bought 8 planes, and each of them comes in at least 6 liveries. But some of them have like 20, and they look wild. So I want to at least try 2 planes. So there's a bunch of probably like waterfalls and stuff going off all the time. When I was on in Kauai, these things always have waterfalls coming off them. Yeah, I think this is the area that got burned off. This is Lahaina up here. And you can kind of see, though, this is these are on the slope of an old volcano, though. That's what it looks like. We could probably make it back to this airport. It's 5 miles away. We'll give it the nitrous. It's like you can really feel that boost. Maybe you have to be experiencing it. It's like nitrous off, slow. Nitrous on. It's hard to tell from you guys, but from where I'm sitting in the plane, you can really feel it. So the only questions with the nitrous is how much overspeeding of the engine or over torquing of it, because you see the tachometer is past the red zone there. I have a feeling it's not a good thing. Not good for the plane. But he gets us there real quick. We're going to land over here. What is this thing? Let's find out. This is a... Oh, yeah, it's pretty big. 3,600 feet of bituminous. So it's not even dirt. We're going to have a nice soft landing at Kapalua. In my opinion, or my prediction. We'll see. And then we're going to switch to a different one of my new 8 planes, because I'm excited to try them. I don't want to wait 8 days to try all 8 of them. We might try one of these Junkers. Pre-World War II planes, because this is not technically a vintage plane. Okay, so we're going to turn the NOS off. There we go. So we can start thinking about landing this thing. We're going to go to flaps 1. Where are we going here? We're not going to need this. Okay, perfect. All right. Yeah, that ATR was a disaster. Don't buy it. If anybody's listening, you know, or do your research. There's some real problems. Hopefully they'll fix them. But these are new planes to me. This one seems pretty smooth. I'm not having any huge problems with this one. It's pretty much acting like I like it to. This is a tiny airport. I love it. All right, so our landing speed is going to be much closer to 40. So what are we doing? We're doing about 70. So yeah. Bring her down the throttle here. Because yeah, I don't think we stall out until around 40. But I do pride myself on the landings. I mean, those are the hard parts. Take us are relatively easy, and everything else. I crash all the time. I mean, we do some real deep urban canyon carving. Okay, 50. Don't want to land too hard here. Just want to touch down like that. Oop! No, you can see these tires. Oh my goodness! Oh, I've seen planes that do this. They Oh, and then I brake too hard. Yeah, fly like a god, sure. They as soon as you land, they fishtail. Doesn't matter. You didn't have to put the brakes on, which I didn't. I don't think I did. No, I didn't. Yeah, that's not good. Well, anyway, we want to go back to the main menu. We're gonna pick a different plane. I think there's a simulation issue because I have certain planes that have a certain kind of. I think the landing gear, when they hit the ground, you hit the ground, and then and no matter what you do, it'll try to put the tail around to the front, try to go backward. I don't know exactly where that is and where that came from, but it's kind of messed up. Okay, we'll go someplace else besides Hawaii, and we're gonna try one of those Junkers. I think that little one. We'll probably just fly, you know, near San Diego again. This little place is good here. But we're going to pick this. We have 2 of these Junkers planes here. Oh, that one does look like fun to try. But there's this, the JU-52 and the F-13. Let's check out this F-13. It comes into some interesting liveries. Well, let's try default. We don't need that full tank of gas. But I'm already excited about that. I already enjoyed flying that plane. However, that was not a good landing, and that's the important part. And again, the landing was fine. I may have been going a little fast, although it didn't feel like it. It really felt like I was about to stall onto which is fine, onto right above the thing. But in that case, I should have just plopped down and gone straight forward. It shouldn't have gone down really like that. But I'll try it a couple more times. I have a couple of planes. I think it's those Lins that tend to do that. They have those really big tires. So I'm feeling it's because those tires don't provide a lot of traction, and so the plane tends to be hard to control. If any traction, they're there just to provide kind of braking force, or suspension, not traction, or you know. Okay, that is a really wild looking thing. Now check this thing out. It's got an open cockpit with these like windshields. Doesn't it? Those aren't. That's not glass there, right? There's a little glass windshield, but then it's open. Which was, back then, planes were open cockpit, and kind of an enclosed cockpit would have been really wild. Okay, but this is really cool. I think we can do a little checking the inside of the plane out here, so you can see. Yeah, there's like a little back seat area here. So I guess you'd have two passengers there and two more passengers there, because then you have the pilot and co-pilot there in front of this little glass thing. Interesting. Oops. Okay. All right. Let's see if we can start up this bad boy. To do that, I'm sure we're gonna have to figure out. Okay, magneto-ons both. Auxiliary fuel tank valve mixture. 100%. Ignition, late, early. I don't know what that means. I think that's a good question. Main fuel tank, open. Pitch trim, manual fuel pump, open. Fuel selector, all. Is there an electrical system, or can we just... Oh, you just crank that and it starts right up. Oh, look at that. It's got that exhaust pipe coming out the top. Everything's shaking. The whole plane's shaking and stuff. That is wild. I love it already. I mean, I don't know much about it, but I love it. Where are we? We're in San Diego? Okay, let's take off west. Yeah. The electrical systems must be turned on. Where are they? Let's find out. See if we can find them. Okay, down here. No. Electrical systems. Where would you be if you were like... That's fuel. Maybe it doesn't have one. Magnetos are on. Mixture at full. I don't know what ignition late early means. Well, I kind of do, but okay. Yeah, I don't think it has a radio. That's pretty wild. Because I don't see one. I mean, and this would be a very old plane. Although, is it up here? What's up here? No? There's that sometimes... maybe only certain versions. Maybe the retrofit version has a radio. This is the original version. It comes in 4 versions. Alright, let's assume there's no radio. So can it go anywhere? Can we move? Oh, we can. Let's see if we can take off. It does not have flaps. Interestingly. Turn around this way here. And we're going to take off. How you doing? We're going to take off in this first of its kind. Well, first time I've flown it. What else we got here? It's from 1930s, I think, era. Very futuristic for the time. Junkers Model 13. Because I bought 8 planes, and this is one of them. All right, let's come on to the thing here. I see there's no flaps. We'll be fine. I'll put a few signs up here. And there's no radio, so we can't ask for permission to take off. So we're just gonna take off. I don't see any traffic. I don't see any planes. We're gonna take off that way. Wait a minute, no, we can't take. Is that too short? No, we'll be fine. We don't need more than that much for the runway. All right, full power. Yeah, we'll be fine. And then we're gonna head, yeah, west, this direction anyway. And that's what it looks like. Again, there's no windshield there. There's a little windshield in front, but there's no windscreen. So you'd be wearing, you'd be wearing goggles, unlike these people, right? I already love it. Let's go down to San Diego, which is actually south. It's got, okay, you can see the compass there telling us the south. Okay, that's south. Nice. So we're looking at our other instruments. What's there to see? Gas. I don't know. I just am concerned about the ignition timing. Let's go to early and see if it's better. There you can see the city of San Diego down there. So anyway, I'm overclocking my car now, and I kind of want to do this as a test of whether it's going to crash. Beautiful day in San Diego. I think this is active weather. It's kind of cloudy up here. It's going to rain, though, next week. But I'm also excited about checking out the studio too. I love that how that exhaust kind of like goes. You can see the exhaust coming out the top. You can see the quality of the yoke. It just looks like exactly like you think. Can you open this thing? Can you open the window? You can open the window. Oh, you can open it and close it as much as you want. Oh, that's deluxe. That's deluxe. So we'll fly over where the convention's going to be for TwitchCon coming up in a mere months of September. Well, it was October last couple years, so it's actually a little quicker than last times. But we're going to fly around, and then we're going to check out, then we're going to land. And then we're going to do the music in the music studio, which will require I have to change cameras and set some things up. So that's going to take about 5 minutes. But we got time. We still got another 20 minutes of Flight Simulator. Lots of like, let's see, we got some golf courses. Following the freeway down here. This here is in fact the San Diego International Airport, Aeroporto. So that's why you see all those all those things are actual live airplanes. But we're gonna fly down to the city itself. And then we can land on that island airport, which is that military airport out there. And we'll check out the cruise planes or the cruise ships. You don't get a ton of visibility though, unless you stick your neck out. But you can see, yeah. The airport for San Diego is remarkably close to downtown. It's not like most other major cities in California or anywhere else that I know of. But yeah, we can come in here. We'll check out the bridge. I think we can fly under it. If not, we'll die trying. Oh, we're kind of overspeeding here. Should check the instruments that we're not going to the red anywhere. I love starting it up with that crank though. That's pretty wild. Every plane has a little bit of uniqueness to it, and this one, like the starter procedure is pretty unique. And that the fact that there's no radio, so no navigation, no radio, which of course is fine. Okay, there's the co-pilot seat. Cool. And yeah, San Diego. We'll go down. We're gonna check out. We're making a right turn here. We'll check out the stadium. Yeah, the thing about this plane, I wouldn't call it aerobatic. Yeah, so you're not getting the skippies as we get downtown. I wouldn't call it aerobatic, but it is certainly maneuverable. Yeah, it's definitely not magically pulling frame rates out. So there's this aircraft carrier, which we're almost going to land on here. Oof. We're fine. It's just San Diego, okay? which is, you know, hey, look at that thing. All these very detailed models sitting on the deck of this carrier. No, we can't land on it. You could land on it with a helicopter. Yeah, 10 viewers is a lot for me. Mistress Mord came in with after her raid. She gets about 80 people. I think she got like a 30 or 40 to come into the raid. And it's always nice to have the raiders, but you know, I like people to kind of find me organically and discover that the thing, by the way, about YouTube is it's definitely got more of a ability to get you discovered by people that you don't know, whereas Twitch just doesn't, except by these raids. Maybe some people will follow and say, "Oh, this is cool." Well, I'm gonna go slow now. This is not good. Give it some gas. So that's what I'm thinking. You know, people will discover me on YouTube and then come to Twitch because there's more of a community feel on Twitch. But other than that, it's the same. It's the same. Okay, that's the airport there. But we're not going to land there. We're going to go. This is the Mission Bay. So the convention center is actually right down here. Where is it again? Was it there? Is it there? No. It's right on the waterfront. So I think I'm missing it because I know what it looks like. And it's not there. Or is it further down a little bit? Might be. I also know it's right near the that stadium, and I don't see the stadium yet. Yeah, I think that's not it. It's right here. Voila. The San Diego Convention Center. Voila. That's exactly what it looks like. It's got big. It's kind of got those sail things, you know, on the side, shipping. So, and it's got two halls. There's one there. Two main halls. One's there. One's there. It's big, but it's not the most giant thing. And then the sporting stadium is we're going to pass right over there, where the San Diego Padres, perhaps. Why is their field all dirt? It must have been a weird time because it looks like there's during maintenance that they took that picture. And then there's this bridge, the Coronado Bridge, and we're going under it because that's the kind of wacky pilots we are. Do not try this at home. I think you can go under it, but you cannot go under all bridges. In other words, a lot of bridges have an invisible wall. Whoa! Why is my throttle there? Yep, too fast. Too fast. I just at the last moment I noticed that my throttle was at 100%. And these older planes you cannot overspeed in. And you know, in the real world you're gonna feel yourself overspeeding before it would actually come to that level. But in this game, you instantly, you know, as soon as the speedometer hits this too much, and if you're going down, effectively going downhill with the plane, well, we still have some time. So maybe we'll pick even different plane. Yeah, okay. We'll pick a different plane. We're gonna start like here, but in that this thing I really wanted to try. I have no idea what it is. This lake skipper here. We'll try Skippy. That's better. And we're gonna have to do this. We'll try this. Yeah, 10 viewers. Yeah, I don't really, you know, I'm doing this just because I would do it normally on a daily basis. Anyway, so I might as well stream it. I got it set up so I can kind of stream easily. And I've been gradually increasing the amount of stream equipment I have. So multiple cameras now, and always had a good microphone though. Okay, let's check this out. We're in the air. Whoa. We're in the air. Whoa, okay. This is what we're flying in. Oh, it does. It has a passenger. I'm sure this is not a real thing. And you can see up there is the propeller. But I just got this as part of this kit of 6 planes called Got Friends, and it's a collection of 6 normally freeware planes. What do we have here? It really flies differently. I mean, it flies like it's just barely wanting to stay above the air. All right, well, this guy we're going to see if we can go under this bridge with in that case. I mean, we're going to science this thing. If you can't go under the bridge in this bad boy, and by the way, this thing you can barely, apparently it has a ceiling of about 1,500 feet. Most aircraft can go way higher than that. It has some kind of system. It's got a map. I mean, it's got, you'll know where you are. That's kind of nice. It does not have much in the way of aerodynamic controls, but man, I love the way it looks like a flying shoe. I imagine it's a composite. Hello. Some kind. Okay, we're gonna go under there. So under where? Under there. I said underwear. Under the high point of this bridge. If it's possible to go under the bridge, it's possible to go under right here. But I don't know for sure. But, you know, there's plenty of room. Again, some bridges have an invisible wall. I think this one's fine. Okay. Yeah, it does that kind of stuff. It has some weird effects. So for future notes, you can go under this bridge. And then what can we land is the question. Like in the water. And it does not have landing gear, so landing on the land is a non-starter of an idea. That's what, you got a great view for sure, but man, I think the idea that of a plane that can only land on the water, it's a particular flying boat that's, you know, and can only carry one person, is the height of impracticality. Well, yeah. You know, what are you gonna do? One person. I mean, you can't even take your girlfriend with you. All right, let's get this puppy on the water, and then we're gonna take off again because, you know. Imagine it doesn't. The other thing that it does not have is flaps. So when I turn the throttle to off, it actually shuts the engine down entirely, which is some planes do. Okay, you can steer as long as you got some movement. Okay, you got a big rudder in the back. But look, man, if there's any big waves coming around, they're gonna go right in. It's not like you can seal that down. Okay, what are these controls here? I think that's AOA. Motor battery guard. Okay, and this is master battery guard. Flight stick. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, so starting up, I believe you do just by, yeah, setting the throttle. It automatically will effectively engage the starter system. And then just jamming the throttle up. Hopefully we won't go forward. So they call this the lake skipper. It's fun, actually. I mean, for what it is, it gets you up there. That's that. Right. So the convention center is the other way. Yeah, there's no particular reason why we can't do a little urban canyon carving. It seems pretty stable. And it's certainly not big enough. I mean, not so big that you can't make it through these little spaces here. so this is the convention center dead ahead here. Right here. Kind of looks like it's supposed to look kind of like a cruise ship a little bit. It's right here. And then they have the outdoor areas, like out there. And this hotel, and this is a nice big parking structure, so you can park here for 20 bucks and then go right across to the convention center. Nice. How you doing, Gabe, by the way? Good to see you. Doing a little flying around San Diego. This is the kind of the south part there. Or, you know, the thing. I have never flown this before. I bought 8 new aircraft, and this is one of them. This is one of a part of the 6-pack called Got Friends, of formerly freeware. 6 freeware aircraft that got collected and then released in the actual Microsoft store. And this one is called the Lake Hopper, I believe. I don't think, again, these are necessarily real aircraft. They could be, but I don't think they are. This one, I think... Oh, yeah. No, I think this is an electrical... This is electrically powered. Which is why it does not have a gasoline... Does not show how the remaining gas. But I'm wondering, does it show charge? Does one of these things over here show remaining charge? And is it going down? It should. I'm not necessarily sure how to read that. But that's why it's making that whirring noise. I just realized it's an electric airplane. There's the thing. So the stadium is right here. The convention center's right there, and kind of there's like that nice area. I don't know. The Gaslight District is here, kind of back there a little bit. That way, yeah, that back towards the stadium. Lots of nice beaches, and this is ocean. I forget what it's called. Mission Bay, and then whatever. But yeah, no wheels, can't land on the ground. And yeah, you're exposed, so you can't go too fast either, or too high up. You know what I mean? All right, let's put her down again. Now, I want to find out, what if you do try to put it down on a... It'll just say, oh, you destroyed the plane, right? What's that over there? Who's flying around? Monkey dog face. By the way, there are real other players of the game, actually, in my airspace, as well as live flight traffic. Like, if it says Rock is God or Major Gamer, that's probably a real person. If it says DAL 533, that's an airline and a flight number. But previously I had it on just live, just the flights. But like Too Fast for You in an F-22, flying all, that's not an F-22, but still. And sometimes I like to figure out a way where I can like get together with other people and we'll fly around in formation. I've never tried that. I don't know how well that's going to work. But yeah, there's a lot of video gamers playing around San Diego today. All right, let's land kind of near this this plane up here, this ship. Okay, so engine down to nothing. So that's why it doesn't have a starter. It doesn't need a starter because it's an electric motor, and that's why, you know what I mean? You don't see any smoke or exhaust planes. It's a really cool idea. Pretty light landing there. That is wild. And then you shut off electrical power to the propeller, and it just stops, and you can tell it's carbon fiber. And then look close. I mean, you can see the carbon windings, or sorry, the copper windings of the electric motor that's located right behind the propeller. That's one great thing about these things. So then all you have to do is give it a little bit of juice, and it starts spinning. Take the juice off, and it stops. That's wild. I mean, I love how they simulate that it's an electrical system there. And then we can, let's see, we don't need this here. So turn this off, master battery on, and the motor battery. Got it. I don't know what an MCU is, but I'm guessing it's a Marvel connected universe. I'm not sure what that has to do with this plane. And then you can go for a swim, and then come back, maybe do a little fishing. Don't you think? Okay. Well, guess what? It is an hour into the show, and that means we're going to switch to the recording studio, which I'm excited about. Today we'll be thank you for the flight simulators. Stick around for that section, by the way. We're gonna go back to the recording studio. It's gonna take me about 5 minutes to set up the cameras. I like to set one up real high up, and then another where you can kind of see me. And then we'll be talking about synthesizers and music and things like that. Oh, and also I need to turn on. Need to get that going. I'm gonna watch. I'll be watching on my big screen TV there. But other than that, it's gonna please give me the 5 minutes to switch over. But it'll be fun. All right. You couldn't hear that whole section there. That whole section there. Now I'm seeing motion on the yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what happened when I switched over, but now I'm seeing motion on the when I look up close. I'm now seeing motion on the mixer, where I was not seeing that before. So yeah, there was a whole bunch of quiet shit in there. I apologize. I don't know. All I did was go into OBS and unselect the mixer line input, and then reselect the mixer line input, and it started working. You know, it was not getting any input from my digital mixer, and I didn't change anything on the digital mixer. So, but I guess I should have been a little bit more careful about looking at the actual output level. The problem is that it's way over there. It's a little bar. Normally I'm right in front of it so I can see when it's moving. And now I can. All right. Well, it's not the end of the world. Now we can hear. And now you can hear what I'm trying to say. All right. So a couple things I went over, different synthesizers, different sounds, being able to play the piano. Sorry about that. But you know, technical difficulties are just part of the course there. Could somebody who was listening to me in chat on Twitch confirm that you can hear me now? Because I'm pretty sure you can. I could see that the meter wasn't moving. Oh yeah. Also, now I can hear myself on my playback here, which I don't want to. It's because it'll be echoey. I can hear myself on my thing. All right. Well, we got some technical issues overcome. So what are we going to do today? I'm going to move this down a little bit. Oop, not like that, though. How about that? A little jumpy. How was that? Okay. Like that, I think. I want to be able to see the chord here. So. It's kind of hard to get a camera like this so far away in here. All right, that should be better. All right, you can't see too much of it, but it's here. This is the chord op 6. So we can pick sounds here, and then we can, sorry about that. Let's try to pick the nice thing about this here is that I'm synchronizing the output of the op 6 and its little sequencer thing with this Roland thing. Now this sounds kind of cheesy, this effect here, and it is. But it's a start, you know, it's a basis. All right, I like this. We're gonna do recording. So I got to turn my little Tascam 8-track digital recorder on. And let's see, where do we go? What are we gonna go here for? Go here. Right, we don't have anything recorded there, do we? Hello, check one. Perfect. Alrighty. Turn this down a little bit. Okay, so let's see if we can do a recording here. Just a few minutes of random stuff. That's it. Okay. Okay, so I don't know if we're gonna like this or not, but let's hear it. Let's see if we do like it. Okay, so I think I have to route this to hear this. Let's listen to it again. Okay. Kind of a weird opening. Soul focusing. I think it's not focusing. Okay, one second, I want to find something out. Okay, in the realm of technical improvements here, in the realm of technical improvements here, I'm going to try to find out why this camera is not it's not focusing. Is this going to show me anything about it? Stream cam focus. Can I change the focus? No. Yeah, it doesn't seem to want to allow me to mess with the camera while it's on. Well, let's check one thing here. Switch to here. Yeah, it's still using my stream cam. But yeah, I can't adjust anything on the stream cam. Okay. Yeah, I have to figure that one out. That camera's nice and focused. But this camera, this main camera here is focusing on my... Excuse me. It's focusing on my hand right here, right? You can see that. It's focusing nice and close up. And it's supposed to be autofocusing, so why isn't it autofocusing? See? My hand is perfectly focused. And then it won't focus on the gear, like the gear down here. This should be perfectly focused and not way out of focus like it is. So technical issues are a problem, is all I gotta say about that. There's nothing about that. Okay. Not great. Okay, let's see what else we got in here. Might be a fun interest, similar round spacing pulses. Not much of that. Let's try something else. There's like hundreds of these. Alrighty. Organic glow. Okay, so this is one of the ones, this organic glow. This is one of the ones I've used as, we're going to be using it as part of an upcoming release of my musical project, Conduit of Humanity. I sent these off to them a while ago, and they liked them, so we're gonna make a full release with multiple musicians playing on top of that stuff. And it all starts from this kind of thing. Okay, what else we got in here? Now, I wish I could figure out why this camera will not focus. I cannot access the actual thing. The other camera, new camera I have, these are both Logitech cameras. This one is a iPad. It's focused. Ugh, it's always annoying. I cannot get to the control screen for this camera, so no good. Even when I'm not showing it on screen. That's just the way it's designed. Once you got an application using it, it's done. No control over it anymore. So I cannot turn the autofocus back on. That's no good. It's not good at all. That's some interesting stuff in there. Keep looking around. I think I know this one. Oh, it's got some serious echo on that sound. All right, I'm gonna try one more thing, see if I can get this thing to focus. I don't know. Maybe I come up with an idea here. 1 second. It's just bothering me that I'm looking at an out of focus camera. So what I'm gonna do is go to here, face cam only. Then I'm gonna go to my Brio 1080. No, that's not the one. I'm gonna go. Well, I guess we'll go to this one. Stream cam. Turn it to something I know that isn't there. Now can I access this? I close and restart it. So I'm going to check one thing here. Restart this thing. I should be able to reset it back to autofocus. Give me a second here. Yeah, maybe it's not going to start up again. Okay. Wow, Logitech equipment is great. I might be getting rid of all of it. What is the problem? That's crazy. It's just sitting there. Going, Logitech, I can't start up my control panel. Oh. I see. At least now, I thought for a second I thought trying to autofocus, which it hasn't been doing. But no, so you can still see it's out of focus. Way out of focus. And yeah, this thing won't start up. Boy, it literally saying, well, you have to reboot your entire PC. But I don't want to quit streaming. You know, I got a half-hour stream. So that kind of blows. Hope everybody's having a great Friday. We'll spend a little more time in here. But my equipment is just not working. And yeah, Logitech doesn't want to start up at all. It's just sitting there. Wow. That's miserable. Okay. Let me keep going. Wow. Just awful. Awful equipment. Awful cheap crap, man. Logitech is cheap crap. Do not buy it. You know what I mean? Oh my God. It just won't do its basic function of safe autofocusing. And I'm trying to, my new camera has remote control. It's not dependent on an application. Maybe, yeah, send me an invitation, Giorgio. I have a Discord and I don't do anything with it, and it's got like 3 people in it. Discords are not, unless you're already established on the internet, I don't know if Discord's a great way to do things. Yeah, it's still trying to boot. It's not saying there's an error. It's just my Logitech control panel. So without the Logitech control panel, there's absolutely no access to any of my Logitech equipment, and it won't start up. So I can't fix anything, you know, without rebooting or going offline. And that's not acceptable. I would say don't get Logitech equipment. It's not useful. It's not usable in a practical sense. It might be usable for people who aren't streaming, but it's not usable for people who are streaming. So I probably will get rid of my last Logitech camera, which is this one that I'm complaining about will not focus. I guess I could use my Brio instead, because if I use the Brio instead of this one, maybe it'll focus, but I don't know. It's supposed to focus. It's supposed to have an autofocus system, and it's still not even starting up. It's like it doesn't know about my equipment. All right, well, I'm getting disgusted with it. I'm actually kind of done with trying to fight against my equipment today. But as always, we kind of live and learn. We live and learn. I've learned that If I'm going to do a recording studio stream, I should probably set it up first rather than trying to set it up in the 5 minutes between the flight simulator stream and this, because 5 minutes is not enough to fix all the issues I have when I want to set up 2 different cameras, right? I'm always going to have unexpected issues. Like, for example, this one, the audio just cut out and I had to reset the audio for no reason. I've never had to do that before. This one, this camera has never done this before. It just decided to stop autofocusing for no particular reason. And now everything's blurry unless I stick my hand out here. You can see it's autofocusing 3 inches away, or it's fixed focus 3 inches away. Look how beautifully focused that is. Look at that, it's perfect. Isn't that great? You can see all my little blemishes on my hand and the herringbone. But no, you can't see this stuff because it refuses to focus. I'm just really sick of technical issues. I guess I'm supposed to turn off autofocus entirely. I don't know what I'm supposed to do, but that just looks like a blurry mess, so I don't want to continue broadcasting it. And again, my Logitech program will not boot up. My Logitech control panel will not boot up on my PC. It's just sitting there, I don't know what I'm doing. I can't start up. I'm terrible. Anyway, so that's it for today. Tomorrow will be another stream. We will not be in the recording studio until I figure out what my problems are. We will be playing guitar, most likely, and flight simulator. Again, I flew 2 or 3 planes today, but I've got 5 or 6 more that I've never flown before, so that should be fun. And again, with a normal situation, I don't expect these kind of technical issues to come up. But I do appreciate everybody. Thanks for coming by, and we'll see you guys all next time. Fucking piece of shit, man. You know what I mean?